Hello, boys and girls, this is Anderzelbrevlada, of course, and welcome to some more Black Ops 2. Got some nice gameplay for you guys here. Domination on, Plaza, I think it's Plaza. And I basically got the same setup as I've had, or the same loadout as I had in the last couple of videos, simply because I think this loadout is goddamn beastly when you learn how to play with it, because you can easily use the shotgun pistol in really close combat and get a good edge on people and still kind of be able to kill people that use shotguns in the same way. And with this SMG you can actually kill people at a really long range as well and compete with other SMGs and also of course assault rifles. So I would definitely recommend this setup for anyone who wanna try out a good setup, without a doubt. And today is gonna be a fan mailbox answer kind of video. I do these kinds of videos maybe 1 or 2 times a month. I don't do them that often, but I think it's very fun to do once in a while, not too often, but kind of a decent amount. And the address for the mail address is gonna be in the video description as usual. If I forget to put it in the video description, because I do that sometimes, just post a comment about it and I'm gonna make sure to make sure to paste in the email address in the video description if I forget about it, because man, I do forget a lot of the times. I think like 50% of the times. Email reads, "Hello Anders, first off, I am a big fan of your Battlefield and Far Cry 3 videos. I even enjoy watching Feed the Beast, even though I do not play the game myself." That's very nice of you. I like to hear stuff like that you actually like to watch videos of games you don't even play yourself. I however hope you do watch the Black Ops 2 videos, or else you might miss your own email being read, and that would kind of suck for you. However, let's get to the question you had. What do you think of microtransaction in free-to-play and pay games? I'm guessing you mean like games you simply buy and pay for, and not get completely free. First off, what's microtransactions? I'm gonna try to explain it in a good way as good way as possible. Microtransactions in free-to-play and exist in free-to-play and also pay games. Basically, for example, Battlefield 3, you can buy the game and you can play to unlock all the guns and stuff like that, but you can also go on the website and actually buy a pack for like $15 that unlocks almost every single weapon in the game for you, but none of the attachments, and a lot of basically good stuff. It's very good if you, for example, don't have time to play a game that much, but you still want to use all of the guns that everyone else is using that played the game for a long time, and then you basically just pay for it. And of course EA and DICE love this kind of stuff because that means they make more money. But you can still actually play the game and unlock them, so I would say it's pretty good. And the other kind of microtransactions you have is of course what you can see in Tribes Ascend, for example, that I played before, and also in PlanetSide 2. I would say PlanetSide 2 is a really good is actually a really good example of microtransactions that I think is working out really good, and I feel like the gaming company doesn't try to screw me over. So I would say there's two different. It's always good and bad microtransactions. I would say a bad way of having microtransactions in a game is, for example, let's just pretend that Call of Duty had a super powerful sniper rifle that had almost no recoil and had maximum damage. One shot anywhere on the body kills you at any range, but you can only unlock the gun if you pay for it. You can't unlock it by playing the game. That is a bad microtransaction. For example, you pay $5 to get it. I mean, $5 isn't much, but it's just the thought of that you have to pay to get this very overpowered gun that no one else can get unless they actually pay for it. You can't play to get it, and that is a very bad microtransaction, because that's an obvious attempt for the game developers to get as much money from you as possible with basically robbing you almost, I would say, whilst treating all the other gamers that can't afford to actually buy it very, very badly. And yeah, that's never good, to be honest. I mean, no one wants that. And then we have, of course, good microtransactions. I would say Tribes Ascend was pretty good, and I would say PlanetSide 2 is really good at this. I wouldn't say they're perfect, but I would say they're pretty close. So in PlanetSide 2 you have exactly like in Battlefield choppers and or rather planes and vehicles like tanks and similar, and of course infantry weapons and similar, and you can unlock all of this just by playing the game. It takes a long time though. It takes maybe a week to unlock one expensive gun, and maybe takes 2 days to unlock a cheap gun. But you can just play the game to unlock it, or you can pay, for example, maybe, what is it, $2.50 or $5 or something like that to unlock one of those weapons. And I would say that's a pretty good way of actually dealing with it. Still, I would say it might be a little bit too expensive to unlock a gun for $5, but still, I mean, you decide yourself if you want to pay for the gun or if you just want to play to get it. You can still play the game just like anyone else, even if you don't pay a single cent, and still get that gun. And another thing that is very, very good, just like in Battlefield and Black Ops 2, in PlanetSide 2 you actually have silencers, different kinds of scopes, laser sights and similar, but you can't actually unlock those with money. You have to play the game to actually unlock them. So no one can just buy a gun as level 1, buy like a good gun, and then buy all of the attachments for that gun and then go around raping people. You actually have to earn the attachments by playing the game quite a lot. And I think that's a very good business model. The only thing I think is a little bit sketchy with the PlanetSide 2 business model is the camouflage. Basically, camos, just like in Battlefield or Black Ops 2, you can have them on your guns, but you can also have them on your tanks and your planes, and on your person as well in PlanetSide 2. Of course, you can have that as well in Battlefield, but I don't think you can here in Black Ops 2. And camos, I would say camos aren't super important to the game, but still, if you're, for example, on a map that has a lot of white, on a snowy map, of course you're gonna have a little bit of an advantage if you have a snow camo. Of course that's gonna help you, and you can only unlock snow camos and other camos in PlanetSide 2 by actually buying them with real money. You can't unlock them by playing the game. And I think this is a little bit bad in honest, if I'm gonna be really honest. It's not super bad in any way, it's not like it's gonna give you a huge benefit or boost compared to other players, but still I don't think it's a good business model to use to... You should be able to unlock everything just by playing the game, in my opinion. But, however, the gaming company, of course, have to be able to make money, and in all honesty, it's not a really big deal. But the thing is that you gotta be careful about those not that really big deals, because next time if you think something that's not a really big deal is okay, then maybe something that's a little bit more of a big deal is gonna be okay, and then even more, and then even more, and soon after that you're kind of screwed. But I gotta give it though to the developers of PlanetSide 2. I think they've done a really good job with the microtransaction system. It's definitely not pay to win in any way. I thought it was when I started playing the game, like the first few hours, because I definitely didn't really know how the game worked and how you unlocked stuff, and it was very slow getting the certs points, basically what you use to unlock the guns and stuff like that, just by playing the game. But after playing it for a little while, you quickly realize that it's actually quite a good way of doing business, to be honest, and it also adds extra depth. Simply because if you want to play the game a lot, it's gonna be more fun if you have a lot of guns and similar to actually unlock. And the thing is that these kinds of microtransactions, if they are good, if they do benefit you as a player and they do benefit the company, it's gonna benefit you as the player even more, simply because the company is making more money, so they're gonna spend more time and effort on actually making the game better, and you're gonna have a more fun time. Basically, you're gonna be adding more maps, more camos, more guns, more attachments, basically more things you can lock and enjoy and have fun with, and that's a very good thing. But of course, if they go the bad way, if they would go as far as implementing very overpowered guns that you have to pay real money to actually get, then it of course would be extremely bad. I mean, like, imagine maybe it wouldn't even be guns, maybe it would be a special kind of protection you can pay for that makes you 50% harder to kill, and I mean, stuff like that would just be complete bullshit if you had to unlock by paying for, because that gives you a significant advantage to any other player that doesn't have the money or don't want to spend real world money on unlocking digital items in the game. But as I said, as long as the gaming company actually behaves good and you feel like they're deserving of your money and you like the game, feel free, use the microtransactions if you want to. It's nothing bad. It's even if you only use them to, you can, like I do, I mostly use my microtransactions. I've only unlocked one gun actually in PlanetSide 2 with real world money. The rest of the money I spent on it I have actually used to just gain extra XP whilst I'm playing, like an XP boost. And I do that not because I absolutely need the XP boost, but because I enjoy the game and I want the developers to spend more time on it and spend more money on it to make it even better. And that's what I think most people should do. And if you can't afford to spend any money on it, it's totally okay, because it means that there's more people playing it, and there's still gonna be more people playing it that pay for it, and it's just gonna be good for the game. So if you pay a little bit, don't feel bad for it. If you pay nothing, don't feel bad for that either. If you enjoy the game, play the game, enjoy it, have a good time. That's what I think. And as usual, thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.